Enter a new world. This was the advertising slogan for the BMW Z1. And true enough, this car offered many innovations and a well-tried, powerful engine. It caused great excitement when it was first presented at the Geneva Motor Show in 1988. Following the path blazed by the BMW 328 in the 1930s and the breathtaking 507 at the end of the 1950s, the Z1 stood squarely in the tradition of great BMW Roadsters.
In 1985, BMW Technik GmbH was founded. This think tank was set up to develop futuristic products and processes. It took the team of 60 top-class experts only 2 years to come up with the first prototype of an ultra-modern BMW Roadster. And just 2 years later, in 1989, the first Z1s were delivered to customers. To this day, the BMW Z1 has never lost its magic.
In terms of design, BMW had definitely broken new ground. The two-seater had a monocoque chassis made from non-corroding pressed steel. The car body consisted of recyclable thermoplastic components. Among the highlights of the car were its electrically operated side panels, which, in the place of doors, dropped down into the side sills. The great skill of the engineers made it possible to include existing components into the highly innovative concept. The Z1 shared its 6-cylinder 170 horsepower series engine with the 325i. This engine was chosen as it harmonized best with the general character of the Roadster. It was mounted behind the front axle as a so-called front-mid engine. The newcomer was produced at Plant Munich, mainly by hand. Its sporty chassis consisted of a strut front suspension from the BMW 3 Series and a Z rear axle developed from scratch. And, of course, disc brakes for all 4 wheels was standard. Following the traditional Roadster philosophy, design details in the interior and the instruments were kept to a minimum, but it didn't look frugal, and driver and passenger enjoyed the ride in sports seats specifically designed for the car. The Z1's top speed was 230 kilometers an hour, and it accelerated from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 8 seconds. By 1991, BMW had produced 8,000 of these futuristic Roadsters. A basic price of 83,000 marks guaranteed that the car was only available to a select group of customers. Its exclusivity and interesting concept, as well as the sheer driving pleasure it offers, have made the BMW Z1 a young classic in BMW history.